Hello students, good morning. In last class I told that after completion of revision we will move to next unit, right? But some of our students asked me for answers of assignment what we conducted in last week. So I thought instead of moving to second unit, in this session I want to clarify doubts of the MCQs or assignment answers. Okay. So coming to first question, large collection of files are called, you know that large collection of files are called database, right? See, database. Next, the relational database environment has all of the following components except, so except what already they have users, database, query languages, but there is no separate of files. Next, a dash contains the smallest unit of meaningful data, so you might call it the basic building block for data file is called field. So field is nothing but attribute. Okay, so that based upon the attribute you can insert your tape, you can insert your record. Okay, next, a table cannot be empty, consist of rows and columns, consist of alphanumeric data, can only store data of one type. So a table consists of rows and columns. Already you know. In relational terminology, an attribute is a field. The number of attributes in a relation is called degree. The number of tuples in a relation is termed as cardinality. Next, a tuple is also known as row. An attribute is also known as field. The highest level in the hierarchy of data organization is called, so where we are storing a large number of data means database. The highest level in the hierarchy of data organization as the database. Okay. A relation containing minimum data redundancy and allowing insertion, deletion, and modification of rows without introducing data inconsistency is considered as generalized, well structured, unified, and referential. So the data, that is nothing but it should be avoid data redundancy means it is in well structured. Information is a, already we discussed that information is a processed data. Next, which SQL statement is used to insert new data in a database? So this is a query. So for inserting data, we use a command called as insert into. Okay. Next, database is made up of two components. Mainly, we have the data and accessing some methods. A database management system is a software. Which SQL statement is used to extract data from a database? So extracting data by means of a database, we use a command called as extract, get, open, select. But we use a command called as select. Select is a keyword to retrieve any kind of data in a database. So answer is select. Next, a top to bottom relationship among the items in a database is established by, so top to bottom we establish a data by means of hierarchical schema. Network means from one move to another move, not from top to bottom. Okay, I hope you understand. What is not a feature of hierarchical model? Child having a parent, parent having parent, is it possible? Is it possible? Child having a parent is possible. Parent having parent is possible. Parent may have any number of children is also possible. But child having more than one parent is not possible. Okay. The type of the data structure that is used in relational model is, so we use a data structure called as table. The situation that occurs when different divisions, functional areas and groups in an organization independently collect the same piece of information is called, what do you, here we have four: program data independence, data redundancy, lack of flexibility, poor security. But you are saying means same piece of information. So same piece of information is nothing but duplication of data. Okay, that is data redundancy. Next, an association among two or more entities is called, we know that, relationship. The information about data in a database is called, so the data about data is called as metadata. Next, a file is a collection of records. Our database is a collection of files. Okay. Redundancy means already we discussed, that is duplication of data. DBMS was introduced in, previously we used two types of models called as what we call hierarchical and network model. But after identifying these two models, we introduced DBMS in the year 1970s. Okay. An association among two or more entities is called relationship. The language associated with a database management system that is employed by end users and programmers to manipulate data in database. So for manipulation of data in a database, we use a language called as data manipulation language. The person who is having center control over data and programs accessing that data. So who is the person for accessing the data from low level to high level means he is the person called as DBA. The ability to modify the internal schema without causing any change to external schema. So the ability of changing internal schema, but it should not affect it to all the previous schemas. Called, we have physical, logical, external. So physical schema is also called as internal schema. So the answer is physical data independence. Next, we have three DDL commands. Already you know DDL commands are create, alter, drop. Sorry, create, alter, drop. Next, we know that three DML commands are insert, update and delete. The null represent, so here we have a confused, it should be either 0 or blank space or absence of any value, special character. But in default, in DBMS, defaultly null means we are not inserting any value in particular tuple, okay, or any relation between two or more relations. Then it is called as absence of any value is called as null. To change the value of customers discount from 3 to 5, what command do we need to use? So for updating one value to another value, we use a command called as update. Next, SQL is which type of language? Already we discussed we have two types of languages called DDL and DML. In DML we have two types of languages called as procedure and non-procedure. So we use SQL as non-procedure language. Next, adding a field in a table. User use a command called as, already adding a field, that is nothing but attribute. We add attribute by means of a command called as alter. The language associated with a database management system that is employed by end users and programmers to create structure in the database. For retrieving data, we use a command, we use a language called as DML, whereas for structuring our data, we use a language called as DDL, that is data definition language. Next, which of the following levels of abstraction involves the user of the data? So the various users which use the data in which level means that is external level. Which view is normally more stable? So we have three views called as external, internal and conceptual, but conceptual view one of the stable because it takes data from external and gives to the physical schema, and takes data from physical schema and gives to the various users. The following is a restricted view of database. So here we have the option is restricted view of database. That is, the database lies in which level? Internal level. But it should be restricted to which person? External person. So external person should not see the which level? Internal level. So the restricted view of database is external level, because external level the user will not see the actual data where the database lies in. That is external level, right? The ability to modify the conceptual schema without causing any change to the application program. So here see, to modify the conceptual schema without causing any change to application program. So ability of changing conceptual schema affect which not affected to remaining levels, called as conceptual independence. Conceptual independence is also called as logical independence. Clear? Next, which SQL command would you use to define the primary key for a new table called employee with the primary column to be EMP ID? So we have a table called as employee, so that we want to add employee ID as a primary key. Now you are adding attribute to employee table. So adding attribute means use a command called as alter table name. We use a command, we use a keyword called as add. That ID is a primary key, so add primary key EMP ID. So the answer is alter. External conceptual means, so the person who sees relation of external view to conceptual view, that is, it relates each external schema with logical schema. Next, mapping constraints are we have four, called as one to one, one to many, many to many, many to one. A stored record is a we have the collection of records. So stored record is nothing but particular primary attribute or the record where we can retrieve various records. So stored record is a collection of stored records. The user who use the database by writing special database application programs are called. So we have various types of users called as naive, application programmer, and sophisticated users, and DBA. But no, sophisticated users are the users who deals with database languages called as SQL. So the answer is sophisticated user. The person who is having central control over data and programs accessing that data. So already we discussed DBA. Next, which view is normally more stable? Already we discussed conceptual. Query processor has a how many steps for conversion of high level language to user level? So we have in the query processor we have three stages called as parsing, optimization, and evaluation. Next, storage manager has how many components? We have four components called as file, buffer, authorized, and transaction managers. If there is a fresh query and its hash code does not exist in shared code, then that query has to pass through from the additional steps known as, so already we discussed that if a new command enters into shared code called as hashing code, so that particular whatever code is coming to the optimizer parser, it moves to the phase called as optimizer. So that is called as hard parser. Next, if there is a fresh query and its hash code exists in the shared code, and then that query has to pass through from the, already we discussed, if there is a new query coming to the optimizer, sorry, parser. Now parser calculates hash code. If the hash code is available, then it should not goes to the optimizer, directly goes to the one of the parser called as soft parser. Next, client server architecture consists of many number of PCs which are interconnected by means of a network, called as three-tier architecture, client server application. So we have many client server architecture consists of, we have many PCs and a workstation which are connected with network, all also called as three-tier architecture, and it consists of client server application. So it is all of the above. So client server architecture consists of more number of PCs which are connected with network, also called as three-tier architecture, clients or applications. So three are correct. So the answer is all of them. Yes, among that already we know query processing is a translation of high-level queries to low-level expressions. Next, three-tier architecture. So already three-tier architecture, we have client can't directly communicate with the server. In three-tier architecture, next, a dash in a table represents a relationship among a set of values. Dash in a table represents a relationship among set of variables. We have rows and columns. For example, a column consists of 4 fields called as ID, name, address. If I want particular ID, name and address, so all will be available in row. So a dash in a table represents a relationship among set of values. Set of values are nothing but what we are retrieving. Retrieving means name, ID and address. So we, based upon the row, I can take the data. Okay. Next, the term dash is used to refer to, already you discussed. The term attribute, already you know, column. For each attribute of a relation, there is a set of permitted values called the dash of that attribute. So for every creation of attribute, we have a data type and size. So the data type and size is a permitted values. It is a permitted values called as domain. Next, the permitted values are nothing but data type and size. Database, which is the logical design of database, and database dash, which is a snapshot of data in the database at a given instant time. So we have instance schema. So see, database dash, which is the logical design of the database. So logical design means structure of the database, and the database, which is a snapshot of database instant of time. Instant of time means that is an instance. So the answer is schema and instance. So for total structure, schema, at any time, instance, right? Right. Course, I have a table called as course, which consists of ID, section ID, semester. I have 3 attributes. Here the ID, section ID, semester are, these are attributes, and course is a table. Attributes and a relation. Okay. Next. So this is the end of what we completed in assignments. So I hope you understand how many marks you get. So already you clarified by means of in this session. So if any person who have some confusion about the answers, now I discussed that one. So in next class, surely we start with the next unit. Okay. Thank you one and all.